Hi there, Visionary family, and welcome back to another one with Lady Visionary. Hope you guys are doing amazing. If you're new to my channel, please do go ahead and smash the red subscribe button, become part of this growing family. For those of you guys who don't know who I am, I'm Lady Visionary, relocated from the UK, and now I'm living in Rwanda. I'm doing business in Rwanda. I've invested in hospitality with my husband and agribusiness. So that's what we're here doing. And challenging, don't get me wrong, with relocating to a completely different country. That can be very, very challenging, but I'm hopeful for the future and the future of my children by this big, brave move that we have both made. Hi, as you enter, welcome, welcome, welcome. I thought I had to come on here and talk about this, about gender equality and, empowering African women, because I did put out a comment on my community tab and on my Instagram. And, it was a bit controversial. And I know it hit a few spots because people were just like, okay, Lady Visionary, what are you talking about? Okay. And I felt like it was just important for me to come on here and just talk a bit about that, because and like I can't say this is applicable for all African countries, but I'm talking in relation to my current context and where I am. I'm in Rwanda, right? I'm in Rwanda, and in Rwanda, it's a beautiful country. I love Rwanda, and in general, I believe that women are respected to a certain extent. The government is doing so much to promote women. I believe it's over 63% of women in parliament. Check that out, and comment, let me know. Yeah, it's over 63% of women in parliament are in parliament, right? So the country is really trying to empower women and encourage women to go out there and own their own, okay? But what I have experienced, and this is the truth, and I know like some people be like, whatever, but I'm speaking my truth. I do kind of feel like, as a like women, I believe in Africa, they've gone through a lot. If you look at the history of how women have been treated, even in times of war, disrespected, raped, and so on and so forth. So, we're trying to like Africa's trying to move away from that, and really empowering and educating women, which I believe that more of that needs to happen. A lot more empowerment of women in Africa needs to happen, because in general, a lot of people will know that is that the African women sometimes, or the African woman sometimes, they're just seen as okay, they'll make babies, they'll stay in the house, and they cook. That is their place. And then the man goes out. He's the bread earner. He's the main income earner. He brings in the money, and so on and so forth. Okay, so it's like, okay, woman's place is in the kitchen, is in the house, making babies, and so on and so forth. But I think also women are getting really fed up of like, like being placed in the back burner and so on and so forth. Like, I know in Rwanda, a lot of you guys will not know this, but the rate of divorce in Rwanda are significantly high, very, very high. And I think it's partly to do with the fact that women are fed up, women are fed up with the fact that they don't have a voice. And realizing, yes, no, I have a voice. I don't have to put up with this, I don't have to I don't just want to be a baby making machine. I want to go, I want to be respected. I want to be heard. And so this is one of the challenge that they're facing in Rwanda, is that um, the divorce rate is creeping up. There's so many people in Rwanda that are in the divorce courts, and people will say, oh, it's because our women are becoming exposed, and they're westernized, and so on and so forth. But I do believe that sometimes African men believe that because they're a man, automatically they it's their birthright to be respected. And it's like, no, equally a woman should be respected also. President Paul Kagame, which is the president of Rwanda, for those of you guys who don't know, he spoke about this recently at a conference, and he was talking about gender equality and how women deserve also to be respected. I think a lot of Rwandan men were probably like so shocked, like, what? Women deserve that equal respect. And it should be mutual, because sometimes in the African household it's like, as a woman, if you're speaking up, you can be like, you can quickly be, what's it called, what's the word I'm looking for, anyway, this is not the right word, but you can quickly be kind of pushed aside, like, what do you know, be quiet, and the man should speak, and you should just keep your mouth closed. Whatever the man says goes. You're basically feeling like you're in a prison. And yeah, so it was really interesting that Paul Kagame spoke about this. I was really, really impressed, because I feel like it was something that he needed to address, which he has. Speaking to both the man and woman, the Rwandan man and Rwandan woman, that equally you deserve respect, and it's not your right to earn respect because you're a man. And I feel like a lot of African men, through my experiences, through conversations and so on, they automatically believe, right, I'm the man, you respect me, you do as I say. And as I say, you feel like you're living in an absolute prison. We've seen how, like, the black man in Europe, in the Americas, how a lot of them have ended up in prison and gone on to do so many various things that does not allow them to function well in families and bring the black family forward. Now, the other day I put out a video, or I was going to go live, because I wanted to talk about the things that I wanted to change in Rwanda. But I'll say this, one of the things I'd like to see change in Rwanda is regards to health and health promotion. What I see, especially in the poorer communities, guys, is that alcoholism is a big, big problem. Like, it's a major, major problem. Like, to the point where I'd made certain observations and be like, okay, I don't really understand this. Something is not quite right here. And then, as time has gone by, I've been like, okay, I really see what this is, So especially for the poorer communities, alcoholism is a problem. And here you would find that communities make a lot of banana beer, the poor communities. And like, sometimes somebody can turn up for work, a young boy can turn up for work, and he's just thinking of alcohol, like 8 o'clock in the morning, turn up for work and you're just drenched in alcohol. As you're speaking to me, I just can, so to be honest, alcoholism in Rwanda is a problem, and that's something I would like to see change. And when you look at the statistics with regards to how much alcohol is imported in Rwanda, it is quite sad, if I'm honest. It is quite sad. So I'd love to see something done about the alcoholism that's here, that problem. I'd also like to see more health promotion, especially in communities like billboards and so on, because Rwandans are very observant. So they could, you could have billboards and stuff that promote better health and try to encourage the community to move away from drink, Sorry, guys. Bear with me. They're from Rukara? Well, I would say hello. No, I'm waiting for something. Yeah. So I'd love to see billboards that promote health. I think it's a problem that you can see, like, poor people who need development in their communities. They're hooked on alcohol, and you'll find that the mom and the dad are drinking, the teenagers are drinking, and it's just like, what is going on here? So that's one of the things that I would love to see change in Rwanda, is there to be more health promotion around alcohol, less import of alcohol into Rwanda. I'd like to see more facilities for poor communities. And I think because I'm working in an area where, I can see that there's a lack of infrastructure, the people need more advancement in education, and they need jobs and so on and so forth. But especially the women, because, I feel like, a woman can take something into her hands and, make a 360 turn with it. So I feel like, if we empower women in Africa, giving them opportunities, this can really help to move Africa forward, or can really help to move Rwanda forward. So I'm not saying like that, like men, oh, there's no use for men. Definitely, there is a role for men in families. You know that I was saying like there's no man is an island. Okay, we need to work as a team. But from what I'm seeing here, like I know that it's a challenge where a lot of men feel like, right, it's my birthright. When they're drinking alcohol, they're out there womanizing. They many children are being birthed into situations. They can't afford to send their children to school. They're dysfunctional, and so on and so forth. So I'm working in the communities where I can see that is visible. That's really, really visible. And I'm like, well, these are the changes that need to happen. Women need to be empowered. We need more health promotion here. We need more infrastructure. So it's I don't want people to say like, oh, she's a feminist or something like that. I do recognize the importance of also men and the role that they play in families. But I don't know where other people are living, or if this has been like you've experienced some of the things that I'm talking about. But especially as a woman, like in business as well, a woman in business, sometimes you're looked down on if you're telling a man what to do. They're kind of like, And I think that's something that, like, through my experience here, I'm learning. It's like, okay, who are you? Or I've told you to do something, but you're going back and asking my husband for clarification because you're like, I don't want to listen to this woman. So I do get that. And it's like, hang on, no, I've told you that you need to do this. You need to follow my instructions, because these men are the dominant figures within their families. The women just bow down and do whatever they want. Even if they can be out there doing whatever they want. They're not being productive for their families. They're not out there working and bringing the income and so on and so forth. They're just out there on the run and drinking alcohol. Like I see it in the poorer communities. It's such an issue. And then when I did my research and I was seeing that, oh my God, there's too much alcohol being imported in Rwanda. And at the same time, a lot of the poor community, they make this thing called banana beer. This banana beer with strong, strong chemicals or whatever they put inside it. It is so strong, guys. Like, I mean, 200 mils of it can really lick you left. But yeah, so it is an issue. So DC's in the building. Hey, DC, how are you? Hail up, Lady Visionary. Good morning. Good morning to you. Guys, I'm out here chilling, and I wanted to have a chat with you guys. Have a chat with you guys. Is alcoholism an issue in Rwanda? Yes, it is an issue in Rwanda, especially in the poor communities. This is a big, 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 sad, sad issue, right? That is the reality. And this is something that I would like to see change. I don't know, like, because I feel like, as I said, Rwandans are very observant. So there needs to be billboards, some sort of health promotion within communities, something that's happening. Because when somebody's under the influence, sometimes, because there's lack of productivity. So people are there in the bars just drinking and not being productive. And, it's so hard. Like, one of the challenges that I've had, like, especially with like security, like when I've employed people for security, like I always say, like, I don't want someone who drinks, right? That's always a challenge. There was a day that there's a guy that was working with me, and he's a security, and at the time when I was living in Musanze, and I see him coming to work in the evening, and I'm looking at this man, and he's staggering all over the road, and I'm like, is this for real? Is this man could not tell you whether he was stepping left or right, but he's gonna turn up at my house and be security at my house. I said, no way, because this was something that I told him from the beginning. If you're gonna drink, yes, drink responsibly. But that same day, I sacked him, guys. I sacked him. He could not walk in a straight line. I sacked him there and then. I said, take all your belongings and go, because I had warned him, like I had, said it from the beginning before. If you're going to drink responsibly. Imagine that he'd be so drunk that he can't even do his work, and he'll be sleeping when he should be the night security, right? And then another time, I sacked him. Then another one came, and guess what? Same issue. A lot of these men, they have the problem of alcoholism, especially, as I said, in the poorer communities. It's a big challenge, and they're not able to function and be productive within their families. I see it, it's visible. And so I'm like, guys, yes, there's an issue with the men, but let's empower the women. Let's empower them. Even you're getting some cases where in a family unit, the dad drinks, the mom drinks, the children, they drink. That is the reality. And it's like, you see how the different situations within Europe and within the Americas, how they've been able to, keep the Black family dysfunctional. And if Africa's going to move forward, if Africa's going to see if Africa is going to make that type of progress that we wish, these things have to be addressed. Because when someone is so debilitated, a man is so debilitated due to how can he move his family forward? How he lives forward. How can such a man, and you see it, and it's hard, have to speak the truth. Have to speak the truth. Look at the current context that I'm in, experience. I was told it was 7:30 in the morning. This is no more than 23 years old. I'm talking to him. I'm like, my God. How you do and you're so intoxicated with alcohol. So it's a problem, guys. That's the reality. We don't know about this issue. There's an organization that keeps the statistics of the import of alcohol and the problems related to alcohol in Rwanda. So you can actually look at that. And I've spoken about that briefly on my channel, but this is definitely something I'd like to see change in Rwanda. Is there needs to be more like health promotion for poorer families, health promotion for poorer families. Because people, the movement of Africa, it's fantastic. It's great. Some of the issues that are here, come on, like it's not very long. DC, the men should protect and provide. You're a woman and young, so it must be challenging. Thank God for your husband. Yes, I thank God for my husband, because obviously for my husband, he really understands the value of myself, his wife, and he does value women. So, that for me is a bonus. But I see how some of the women are treated. I see how some of the women are treated. They don't have a voice in their marriage. They don't have a voice in their marriage. Whatever the husband says goes. And this can be a man who is intoxicated and womanizing out there. If he comes in with another child, you just have to bite your lip and accept and keep going. This is the reality. This is the true realities, guys. Alcoholism is a problem. And then you have men that are dysfunctional because they're highly intoxicated, and they expect that the woman should still give them respect when they have nothing to offer, nothing tangible to offer, nothing to bring to the family. You have, let me tell you something. There are men who would rather go to the bar every day than save that money and send their children to school for a better education. When you go to some families, because guys, remember, I work within the poorer communities and I see a lot of things. And you'll see that sometimes it's maybe $50 that that child needs to progress themselves for one term or something, and they can't find the money. But you go in the bar and you see the dad of that family, they're drinking every single day without fail. Every single day. And he's supposed to be from a poor household, but he finds the money for drink. He can even sell the family property. He can even sell the family properties to finance his drinking problem. Another issue, guys. Oh my God, I'm not gonna get really into this because I'm actually working and I gotta go and do some stuff. And I've spoken about this before, and I will not stop talking about it. The Chinese. Let's talk about the Chinese. They come to Africa. Let's talk about Rwanda because I'm in Rwanda. They come to Rwanda and set up casinos, gambling establishments in poor communities. Do you know what these poorer communities, the family, the men, they are doing? They can even sell their land. They can even sell their goats, their sheep, their cows, whatever, to go and put it in these gambling machines to make the Chinese rich that are investing, so-called investing in Rwanda. They target poor communities. Guys, I'm not just talking because for talking's sake, I'm talking because of things that I'm seeing. And I've been coming to Rwanda long enough to know that, great, Rwanda is making tremendous progress, but these are some of the things I would like to see change. Chinese people that are targeting poor the people are illiterate, and you know that poor people can be manipulated in a way that you empty their right. Sorry guys, I have a natural inspiration in the building. Hey, 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 it's been a while. Andy's in the building. Good morning. Your connection. Oh, guys, my connection keeps buffering. So, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you guys. But I probably will talk more about this issue because, you know, I feel like it's very important to be transparent, right? I feel it's very important to be transparent. I'm really sorry, guys, but I'm having a lot of interruptions behind the scenes, phone calls and everything going on. But I feel like it's very important to be transparent. And also, as I'm talking, you know, I know there's a lot of people from the diaspora who are coming and thinking about, what can they do? You know, like I'm talking about problems, so hopefully we can bring solutions because I can't do everything. There are families that I'm helping that with medical care, with education, with various things. You guys have seen it on the channel. I've financed people to go to get their health needs sorted. I've helped so many young people to go on to higher education. You guys have seen some of those young people on the channel, but I can't do everything. And then again, I can't just pretend that everything is rosy. I have to let you guys know about some of the challenges that are here, because you guys are coming and you don't know, you see the bigger, you see like you see that, okay, Rwanda's making various strides and so on, which is amazing. Rwanda is making various strides, and it's one of the countries, the safe countries, which, you know, is great for investing and so on and so forth. But you must be aware of the issues that are here on the ground. And I'm here, I'm letting you guys know what are some of the issues here. And I would love to see the government do more for poorer communities, protecting them against the Chinese and exploitation, more health promotion around alcoholism, and education for those families from poorer backgrounds, so low socioeconomic groups. You know, the biggest thing I see, which is so heartbreaking as well, is around the alcoholism and how a lot of the men here can spend time in the bar. And if you calculate the amount of money that they spend in the bar, and you're like, well, you could use this to help finance your children into higher education. You have children who are sitting at home, but their dad is in the bar every single day. They're sitting at home, cannot progress themselves in education, but their fathers are in the bars every single day. So guys, that's it for me. Something that I just wanted to talk to you guys about. I'm here chilling at Lake Borera. Guys, I'm actually working, because you guys know that on the 25th of June, we're launching the luxury campsite. There's a lot of work going on behind the scenes, and you know, you guys can continue to support. Thank you so much. The water project, it's kind of a little bit on hold, but it's still going to happen, guys. It's still happening. It's just a little bit on hold right now, but I'm still fundraising for that. We've actually raised $2,100. The target is $4,000. So again, you guys can support via PayPal. Yes, DC saying, business first. We understand women are the answers. Yes, we need to empower women. When we're setting up businesses, we need to employ more women. We need to employ more women, because when the men of these family units are dysfunctional as well, because because the woman is waiting on the man, sometimes the families can suffer. They're waiting for food, they can't buy food, they're going out there begging and so on and so forth. So we need to empower the women, that even if the men are dysfunctional, the women can also bring something to the table, because in a lot of situations, these women, they have children which they're struggling to feed, whilst their husbands are in the bars every single day without fail. Right? Yes, DC, that's true. Invest in the women. I think so. I definitely believe that we need to invest on. Yeah, that's what I'd love to say. Like Rwanda, yes, Rwanda is doing that, but yes, Rwanda needs to invest more in women, most definitely. So there's a lot of work to do, guys. I don't want you guys to come being completely like, the wool over your eyes and not knowing the realities on the ground. There's so much work that's been done, but so much more work that needs to be done. So you have to be ready, because if you're not aware of these issues, you'll come to Rwanda and be like, oh my God, I didn't know this. I didn't know there were poor communities. I didn't know that these issues were, this was an issue. I thought, and I say to you guys that Rwanda is not just Kigali, because when you look at Kigali, you're like, oh my God, it's so beautiful, and it is. And there's a lot of development that's happening across Rwanda. But when you're outside of Kigali, you also find that in the poorer communities, there's a lot more work that needs to be done. So when you're in Kigali, sometimes you don't see the true picture, and that's why I say to you guys, when you visit Rwanda, visit other regions of Rwanda and really get a feel of the country, and really immerse yourself with the people and the culture, so you can really understand about some of the solutions that you can potentially bring to Rwanda. So guys, right, so much happening. Women are keepers of the culture and the heart of the family. Most definitely, I agree. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully I made sense to you guys, because as I said, I had a lot of distraction, but I really wanted to put my point across and just really, bring some challenges so you guys can understand, because I know so many of you guys have reached out to me that you're coming to Rwanda, so many of you guys who have yet to meet, so many of you guys who are coming for the launch. So I'm really looking forward to meeting you guys. So take care, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you've liked this live stream, and let me know if you're watching the replay and you have any comments that would be valuable to us. Then please do send them in the comment section, guys. Thank you so much. And oh yeah, guys, if you haven't joined behind the scenes, channel membership behind the scenes. Okay, MOA said wait. Okay, have you got a question? If you got a question, let me have it. And again, guys, as I said, we're still fundraising for the water project. Yes, and if you guys are want to do business and relocate to Rwanda, you can send me an email, projecthealtha@gmail.com. I'll send out the, let's see if I can send the email to you guys. Will it come up? If not, I always leave the details, so you guys can go ahead and check that out. This is, I'm on Patreon but can't access. Why is that? I don't understand why. But anyway, if you're interested in a business and relocation consultation, please speak to me, because as I said, I've been coming to Rwanda since 2014. So I have a wealth of knowledge. I'm able to direct you if needs be. So I'm in the UK. I want to come to Rwanda and set up a business. Fantastic. Kamna, Moe, Kamna. So yeah, I've sent out my email there, so you can email me directly and set up a business consultation. Yeah, so that will be very useful for you. It's very, very affordable. So do consider reaching out to me. So hopefully I've answered your question there. And I will see you guys in the next one. You guys take care. Until next time. Bye, guys.